Hey guys, this is Bauski, and welcome to another Shoutcast. Today's replay was sent in by Whitenoise. I think this is the second one he sent me so far. Thank you, Whitenoise, for personally sending a replay. And if any of you audience members ever want your replays casted, feel free to drop me a link. You can find me on Reddit at reddit.com/u/Bauski, or you can send me a replay at bauski.sc at gmail.com. Since we have that out of the way, let's start with the intros. Today's map is Yeonsu LE. It's a new map on the ladder. And today's players, we have, as the red Zerg in the top right corner, Zivkon and Whitenoise, who has sent in the replay as a blue Terran in the bottom left corner, from the clan UIUC. So, we'll see where this game goes. If you guys don't know about Yeonsu, I'm still kind of unfamiliar with it. Getting used to it playing. I haven't been able to play much, but as you can see here is a natural. It's a pretty weird natural. It has a regular small ramp from the main to the natural here, but then you have some rocks that can be broken down for quick access and a very wide ramp with a ramp on one side and another opening on the other, so it's a pretty hard natural to defend later on in the game. And then of course you have a third, which is very far away with more openings, etc, etc, and a rock tower you can actually use on the lower part of the ramp. And then not only that, there's also an extra little drop here and another little ledge to be able to jump in with Reapers later in the game. It's a very interesting concept for a map. They're trying different things on the ladder these days, and I like it a lot. Zivkon right now getting his gas very early right after that hatchery. No pool has come down so far, so I guess he's going for quick speed and then probably stopping gas mining after the speed and going to go for that third hatchery a little later. Back on Whitenoise's side, he's got that barracks down, and he's delayed gases so to save on minerals to get that second command center pretty quickly to catch up with Zivkon and his second hatchery. That's about halfway in production so far. Pool is also halfway done. Gas is at 50 for Zivkon now, and yeah, I'd like to see if he does stop gas mining soon. Whitenoise getting a nice scouting in here, seeing that gas being taken, probably checking that extractor to see if all that gas has been taken. Meanwhile, the second command center has been taken by Whitenoise, and the Marines are just slowly, steadily pumping out. So far, I'm surprised to see still no gas has been taken for Whitenoise. I'll be curious to see what he decides to do with all of these minerals. Here's the gas going down now, and pretty sure he's going to be trying to tech up a little, get that production going with a couple more barracks and a factory, and going all the way up to the quick starport. Meanwhile, Zivkon has stopped the gas mining and is saving up more of his money. And I would like to know if Zerg find it more comfortable to take this natural, which is very close, if you see here, to Whitenoise's, or the third Zivkon's going to take, to, it's very close to Whitenoise's natural here. And I always thought when I first looked at this map that it would be kind of unfair advantage for Terran, because the push distance they have to get here isn't that far at all. Denying that third seems like something that could be done very well, or even sniping it. Of course, Whitenoise probably is going to take this third, or maybe not, because this is actually a closer push distance. I don't know. But yeah, definitely the fourth is going to be hard for Zivkon. And yes, Zivkon decides to take this hatchery way over here, much farther away for Whitenoise. So if Zerg does take this hatchery, then maybe taking this third for Whitenoise isn't something very, it will be pretty standard, I'm guessing. And walling off this ramp doesn't seem to be too much of a trouble. One more supply depot could very well do that. But wow, here are a bunch of blanks coming in from Zivkon right now. Is this ramp, this ramp seems open. I'm very surprised to see that Zivkon isn't paying attention, that he could definitely do a run around this bunker. Almost going down, but it's held off just long enough to be able to do all the damage it needs to, and Whitenoise is pulling all of a bunch of his workers to repair that, and I have to say, I didn't realize Zivkon was doing such a huge push. 22 more lings coming out right now, and I can't believe that this just happened. Some slight interesting macro from Zivkon, a mistake there, and Whitenoise having that bunker up just in time and was able to fix everything and deny any kind of push that was coming. But here Zivkon is getting more zerlings, but without the gas. He's still not mining. Oh, he put 2 on gas here and 3 on gas here. And if he gets starts banelings, maybe he could do some kind of bust. But just with zerlings alone, Zivkon has put himself in a pretty far down on the units. If we look at workers, yeah, 27 drones to 33 SCVs, especially with 2 mules helping out Whitenoise. I can't imagine Whitenoise is going to be in a very pretty good place economically. Going back to production, we see that stim pack and combat shields are almost done, and of course 3 Marines are popping out at the same time with 3 barracks. Oh, interesting enough, this no reactor has been put on that 3rd barracks quite yet, and the factory, of course, is being made. Double gas is being taken. And this game is off to a very exciting start. Zivkon, I have to admit, though, is on definitely on a back foot here and trying to start his creep tumor. And it almost feels like once Combat Shield and Stim Pack are done, Whitenoise could just push out with all of these Marines and just win, basically. It's a pretty scary place to be. Zivkon now trying to take down these rocks so he can easily defend this hatchery. This 3rd, but I wouldn't worry too much about that. And Zivkon has just also lost another Overlord. This is putting himself back farther and farther. He's definitely in a scary place. And looking at the worker count so far, at 44 to 42, so Zivkon has been able to take back that worker up. What would I say? Population up farther, but still with the double mules, each mule can do mine at least twice to 2.5 minerals more, so or faster. So yeah, Whitenoise is still in a pretty decent place, and that 3rd command center is already being built right now. And once the factory finishes, and with the starport, Whitenoise is probably almost about ready to start attacking. And the double engineering bay has also gone up. If there's one thing that Zivkon has in the lead, is that his 1-1 is about to finish. His melee attack has gone up, and his armor is about to come, or his carapace upgrade is about to finish as well. But still, with how many Marines he has, Zivkon without banelings is going to be in a huge world of trouble. And I, so far, do not see a baneling nest anywhere. Whitenoise now has his medevacs and still steadily producing. Interestingly enough, he's getting concussive shell at this moment, and of course he's getting the extra 2 barracks that 3 command centers needs. Now armory is going down. I would be really interested to see when that push from Whitenoise is going to go about. Meanwhile, there is a small little drop that's going to happen over here at the 3rd of Zivkon. Zivkon has spotted this. We'll see how he decides to. Oh, he's left half of his Zergling army back, so this drop is going to be able to be taken care of, but Zivkon is going to have to be careful. Meanwhile, Whitenoise steadily just making more and more medevacs to the 2 other barracks. The reactor has been finally landed on that 3rd barracks, and more tech labs actually going on to the barracks for Whitenoise, interestingly. Oh, and actually more barracks on the bottom here with 2 reactors, so Whitenoise definitely good on its infrastructure here. And probably as soon as that 3rd command center goes down, Whitenoise is probably going to think about pushing out. Oh, very smart, putting this command center here, not having to re-wall out, and in fact is just Whitenoise is just going to push straight out of here, pushing down the middle of the map. Zivkon, meanwhile, is putting that 4th hatchery down. Zivkon has had a nice benefit of Whitenoise not pushing at any point too much, and there's that baneling's nest, and the baneling speed is about to get finished here. And finally, the big push from Zivkon is coming out, or Whitenoise is coming out, and Zivkon sadly still does not have any kind of banelings in production. If Whitenoise hurries up, 15 banelings being made right now, but there are a couple of widow mines, so if Zivkon isn't careful, Whitenoise can do heavy damage now. a bunch of Marines here right now, and some mines going up. But ooh, crap! There's a couple of banelings that can do nice damage here. Decent split from Whitenoise, and you know, even after all the banelings are spent, there's still a good chunk of Whitenoise's units left. Zivkon has a bit of zerlings to push Whitenoise away, scare him back. But Whitenoise is, I mean, look at this. He's just constantly pushing out more and more marauders to take the baneling hits, and more Marines are also being pushed down. Whitenoise being very good about using all of his minerals here. A ton of supply depots have just been put up, just so that he doesn't have to worry about anything like that. And if we look at the supply count, it's 133 to 96 right now. And these mines are finally going to get taken out as the Overseer has come to deal with that. But so far, again, no banelings right now here to defend if Whitenoise decides to make another push. But Whitenoise being slow about the push so far, waiting for that 2-2 to finish. And I'm curious to see, Zivkon has not... oh, he has finished his 2-2 already, and an infestation pit is about to go down. But until then, this fourth is going to be taken down. And Whitenoise is going to be able to push in. Banelings are randomly being started up here, which means banelings are started up here. But Whitenoise, if he pushes in right now, is going to be able to get all of these banelings before they hatch. And oh, sadly, the Marines are in the front, actually, and the Marauders are in the back. But the banelings now trying to get rid of these Marauders. Oh, there's so many Marauders left now, even with the zerlings, this amount of zerlings. He's in a pretty interesting position here. The Marauders actually dealing a lot of damage to these zerlings, and the zerlings finally go down. And Whitenoise is just going to keep on pushing in now and taking down the Evolution Chamber. If Whitenoise is steadily good about his upgrades, Whitenoise is going to definitely be in an advantage once these engineering bases go down. And more banelings are being made, but this isn't the time for banelings. This is the time for zerlings, especially with this kind of Marine count. But now, look at the forces of Whitenoise pushing in. There's just way too much going on. And Zivkon, no matter how many zerlings he makes, they're coming in piecemeal right now. And nice big baneling buzz going on. But the Marauders, again, like I said, they are just too many, and the upgrades are too big. And Zivkon has to... Zivkon loses right there at the end. Infestation pit came down, but there just wasn't enough time to get infestors with energy, and Zivkon was pretty much forced to leave. And very, very interesting game. Zivkon trying for an early gamble maneuver, trying to push into Whitenoise's base, knowing specifically that there is such a huge ramp up here. But the zerglings not being micro just kind of ran continually into this area here, and oh man, that really puts Zivkon really, really far back. And so yeah, I guess that is the sum of it. Thank you, Whitenoise, for sending in this exciting replay. I always love TvZ, one of my favorite games, and I hope you guys enjoyed watching this cast. Haven't been casting a lot recently, busy at work and all that jazz. But yeah, we'll be casting more in the near future, and I'm sorry to Whitenoise for taking so long to put out this replay. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and again, if you guys want me to cast anything, be sure to send me a replay at bauski.sc at gmail.com. Or if you want other amateur casters to try casting your game, be sure to check out r/casted. It's at reddit.com/r/casted. Community of amateur players and amateur casters. If you want to try casting or playing or getting casted, yeah, be sure to check that out. I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have a good one.